EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick, able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They go back to Riddick. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Stafford on third down. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. A good pickup there at 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on 1st down. From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Riddick with a carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, it's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A shotgun snap for Stafford. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 1 yard is a gain there. It'll bring up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Again, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the ground, it's Riddick. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd down and 4. Here's Riddick. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Stafford now to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Stafford finding his big tight end Ebron for a Lion first down. Stafford on first down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, But you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On first down, Stafford here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sharif Floyd able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's going to go down again. Sharif Floyd in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Operating from the gun, Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The Lions gave up 177 rushing yards to Seattle in their playoff loss last year. And DeAndre Levy, their best inside linebacker, no longer with the team. That made Jared Davis out of Florida a really good selection for the Lions.
Second down, Bridgewater. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. First down, Murray. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
You and I both know that you don't really, truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray is a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Paul Warrilow not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. A second down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Open space inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Forbath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Now Riddick. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A toss to Murray. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Steps away to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Let's go. 180. 180.
Again, it's Murray. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Get ready. 180.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. On 1st and 10, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
following the penalty. It's Murray. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Screen play, McKinnon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Tate. Yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they...
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And Rudolph has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State. 2
big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They go with Murray again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Forbath out to kick this one away. The return man here, T.J. Jones. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. To throw on second down is Stafford. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Sharif Floyd getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Luke, yay. Luke, Tiger. Get ready.
The run, it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Got a man, it's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. 180.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Going with a screen for Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 29 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
6 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Muscling free near the 40. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he connects with Ebron. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the... Now the offense lining up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Defense showing blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And tough starting field position here.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Room past the 20. Latavius Murray, the 40, 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 93 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Stafford. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here's Murray, and an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 30 yards. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Forbath out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, good move. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
On the ball, on the ball. 180. Hey. We got three, fellas. We got 3. 180.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Or it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Set. 180. Tagger.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Let's go. Tiger. Let's go.
They'll run. This is Robert Turbin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he hits his man, Matthews. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They run with Murray. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey. 4 down. Get ready.
Again, it's Murray. Runs through the contact. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now McKinnon. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Lions. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
2nd down following the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's third down. Stafford now to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as he'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last throw here for Stafford. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to...